setting the stage for the next generation. How Star Trek Strange New Worlds prepares us for future Star Trek shows. Opening monologue. You know, one of the things that's always fascinated fans of the Star Trek franchise is the concept of a kind of continuity that ties all the various shows and movies together. And while there are certainly many connections to be made between the different series, from the original series to Deep Space Nine, and from there to Enterprise and Discovery, there's always been something missing in the way of a direct link between two wildly different eras of Starfleet history. That's precisely the genius of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which effectively puts the audience in the driver's seat for the next chapter of this epic saga, by setting the stage, and by some measure, rebooting that continuity in some significant ways. This show leaves us with a profoundly promising future, one that draws off the best elements of its predecessors and pushes them onward with renewed energy. But how exactly does this show set the stage for what comes next? Well, take for example the way it effectively synthesized the sometimes troubled legacy of the original series. In Strange New Worlds, the original Mr. Spock and other characters from the classic series all return in innovative ways, while new characters and relationships bring the franchise into a dramatically new orbit. We see Cadet Uhura, for instance, as a young, struggling officer struggling with her destiny. Meanwhile, we're also introduced to Lieutenant Noonien Soluk, and Babel-trained linguist from an Asian background. This not only represents a cultural expansion of the universe, adding more nuance and flavor to this fantastical cosmos, it also showcases a refreshing willingness to reimagine the old Starfleet mythology in bold new ways. This inventive recasting of existing characters speaks volumes about how Star Trek Strange New Worlds will tackle legacy, setting the stage for future Trek shows by acknowledging and celebrating its origins, while also nudging them forward with breathtaking discoveries. These dramatic developments reveal one of Strange New Worlds' extraordinary strengths, its grounding in the realities of the ever-deepening Star Trek. In fact, Strange New Worlds' historical setting allows for authentic emotional terrain to be explored, taking the characters and the audience into uncharted waters from the perspective of first contact, long-abandoned technologies, to unexplored star systems. Imagine, in the midst of all this expanding drama, tracing how one remarkable, ambitious expedition actually shapes the future of human history in Starfleet. We see Captain Pike take one bold step after another, as he relentlessly sets the stage for monumental breakthroughs that transform the institution, unloading the excitement that builds when the next generation's leaders prepare to cast their unique experiences as its course scorning. And with new versions of the original series shows crewmen, including Leonard Bones McCoy, who more seamlessly integrates, alongside an increased level of creativity and interlacing with characters throughout every sense of contemporary, including what each may look like when seen from space. Imagine it all expands exponentially with the introduction of individuals and challenges whose profiles exceed our understanding. It's possible to imagine even more extraordinary stories yet ahead, ones that push previous boundaries, and even so, and yet furthering outwards as these ideas unfold. The past that has allowed us our present, allowing now, it appears, is to lay ground-breaking ways to build into the rest of all futures.